thing I want to cover before we stop, which relates to the long run, which is that in the long run, this is sort of the transition, the bridge talking about the long run, which is we also have to decide, ultimately, whether or not we want to shut the firm down. So in other words, we want to set price equal to marginal cost. That's one condition. But actually, short-run profit maximization has a second condition. Short-run profit maximization has two conditions. The first is to set price equal to marginal cost. The second condition of short-run profit maximization is to check whether the firm wants to shut down. Why would a firm want to shut down? It might want to shut down if it actually loses money by continuing to produce. Okay? So a firm, and that's because firms may lose money but not shut down. Okay? Firms may lose money but not shut down, or firms may lose so much money they shut down, and we need to consider that. Imagine the price in this market suddenly fell from 6 to 3. The price in the market is now $3 per unit you sell. Okay? Well, what would the firm's profits be? Well, if the price fell to 3, the firm would choose to produce 3 units, right? It would still have this condition. Marginal cost equals price. Price is 3. Marginal cost is Q, so Q is 3. Still produce 3 units. Okay? If it produced 3 units, its costs are 10 plus 4.5, which is 14.5. At a price of 3, it makes 9. So its profits are negative 5.5. Okay? It would lose money from this production. If the price fell to 3, the firm would still choose. The firm, remember, marginal cost equals price. That doesn't vary with what the price is or anything. This is a maximizing condition. Okay? If the price changes, not like you change which equation you follow. You always follow this equation. The efficient production level is always marginal cost equals price, regardless of what the price is. Okay? So the price is 3. The efficient thing to do would be to produce 3 units and lose money. Okay. Now, you might say, well, then that's stupid. Wouldn't they just, if that goes negative, wouldn't they just shut down? And the answer is, in the short run, no. And the reason you wouldn't shut down in the short run is what I talked about last time, which is about the notion of sunk costs. Which is, in the short run, the fixed costs that you paid to produce are sunk. That is, they're unchangeable in the short run. In the long run, they're changeable. You can just leave. But in the short run, you've invested fixed costs of 10 in being in this market. You've paid a fixed cost of 10 to produce in this market. Given you're in this market and you've paid 10 to produce, you will not exit unless you lose more than $10. Okay? You will not shut down unless you lose more than $10. You will not shut down unless you're losing so much money that you can't cover your fixed costs, because you've paid those fixed costs. In the short run, they're sunk. Okay? So unless you're actually losing more than your fixed costs, you will not shut down your firm.